The Skylines are coming. Well, they're already here. I already featured the R32 and R34 two-pack set, the premium two-pack set from Hot Wheels. That's a Target exclusive, both in Nismo livery. That finished off that Nismo set, R34, R33, R32 now. But there is a fourth bonus model coming to the RLC, this chrome Nismo model. That will be in the RLC soon, and I'll rip it open and showcase it once we have a date. But I'm only showing you this one because this is one of two Skylines that are going to be hitting the RLC, and this one hits right now. That's what I'm going to feature today. I'm out in the middle of nowhere again. When I get a chance to do it, I do it. And this time I'm on the west side of Utah. I've done it a couple of times. Now, to give you some bearings, I can see it, but you can't. But way off in the distance is I-80, which, runs all the way to San Francisco to the west, and then forever and ever and ever to the east. Bonneville Salt Flats are just to the west of me. I'm actually out to this side. To the south of me is Dugway. Dugway is a military base, has some pretty notorious history when it comes to World War II. You can look it up, but that's way down that way a few miles. And then I've just got a lot of quiet silence, nothingness. And I love being out in areas like this. And featuring this gives me an excuse to do it. So let's go ahead and do it. All right, here it is in its proper form without the protector. This is the 1972 Skyline HT 2000 GTR. It is the membership car. They're calling it the 2022 club car. It used to be you'd pay for your membership during a limited window. You'd get a model with it to celebrate the membership. Actually, there was a time when you'd get 3 models with it, but that's for another time. This time, because the memberships are always open, you can always get one. It's $10. There's no, it just gives you the opportunity to purchase these cars. It's a little bit different. I renewed with the Boss Haas sale, last week? So I'll probably be getting a patch. They actually sent a patch to me to preview, totally forgot it. But this one does come with a little, and this is what they've done with membership cars, with a little pin, kind of a classic Mattel style. Anyway, but this is the club car. This is the membership car. I don't know what else you're going to call it, but it is celebrating the 2022 year. And I think in order to get it, you have to have renewed your membership, and that's going on sale now. All right, it is the Skyline. I think this will be kind of the Hakoska will be an ongoing theme this year, because the Hakoska, the older casting, is actually going to be a super treasure hunt this year. Very excited for that because it's got the JDM Legends logo on it. Those are some Utah boys. Eric and crew over there, excited to see them on a super treasure hunt. And this is a casting that's been around a while. This particular casting, designed by Brendan Vituski, is brand new, right? We saw it in chrome last year, which was fantastic. But I thought maybe I'd pull out all the premium cars to lead up to this particular release. So I'll pull out all the basic and put that with the super treasure hunt once that comes out in a few months. But the premium, just a couple of years after it was first released in basic, designed by Junimai, we saw it in Boulevard in the exact same mix as the 510 wagon, that debut. Both Junimai designs, and obviously we know how legendary the wagon has become. What's kind of interesting is it's kind of hit some notes in premium ever since. So we had that gray version from Boulevard, and then a couple of years later, 2 or 3 years later, when Car Culture debuted in the very first Japan Historics mix, that casting showed up in the very first mix. I think there was a variation in terms of the roll bar, but we'll just show the car. This was the second racing color. The first one was the debut in basic. Then we saw it in this blue color. So there was that. Then I believe, and I'm doing this from memory while I stand out in the desert, and I'll put it on the turntable. If I'm forgetting something, I'll put it up. But I think the next one was the first JDM Legends Hakoska in the red racing deco, right? So, and this was the first time that it actually got full treatment, headlights, taillights, all around treatment. And that one was in Team Transport, right? So Car Culture, Team Transport, Boulevard, and then we had the Fast and Furious version, that kind of throwback to the R34 deco. And if I'm forgetting one, I'll put it up and you guys can see it. But those are the premium releases of the R34. I know I'm forgetting one, but I'm out in the desert. So then that leads up to the Chrome Rlc model, which I think I actually talked to Brendan about the BMW that was released a little bit ago, and he said he did take June's notes from the E30 that he designed and then kind of built it from there, modified a few things, obviously added a lot for the RLC model. And I think that is the same case here. If you look at the RLC casting, you'll see that shape, silhouette is essentially the same, but this one goes from the headlight covers that was on the previous casting to headlights. You'll see the spoiler's a separate piece. It's got the side mirrors, the fender mirrors on it. So some details that are the same and a lot that are very, very different. All right, so that's all that for the casting. Now we got to look at this membership model. All right, I already showed you there's no number here. You can freeze that if you want to, so you can read about it. Talks about some of the racing history of this one, and they talk about the casting itself. 4-spoke wheels on this one is fantastic. But should we just go ahead and get it open? Let's do it. Make sure I don't lose the card. Oh, wow. You know, you'd think you'd get a good sense of the car because you've got this clear blister. But man, once you remove it, that is something else. The blue just shines. Compare that with the red stripe. Didn't even notice the red stripe at the bottom. Red line 4-spoke chrome rims with the Spectraflame, the bright Spectraflame blue. That is something else. Check out just all the details here. I'll probably open this engine. Let's see if I can. So you can see all the details on the engine there. Super, super detailed. But I think the joy is in this silhouette. Detailing on the front grille, Rlc 22 on both the front and the back. I liked that chrome version. I think I still prefer it, but this one is really, really sharp. Bumpers look good in chrome as well. This thing is super, super detailed. I'll just let it roll around. You guys can tell me what you think in the comments. But yeah, this is going to be a very popular model once it goes on sale. At the time I'm filming, it doesn't, but the time you see it, maybe it already has. And maybe you have one or two on the way to you. You guys tell me what you think. This is a total winner, the Hakoska Skyline. We'll see more of it because we're seeing that super treasure hunt later. You guys tell me what you think. Thanks, everybody. Bye.